Good morning, America. How are you today? I got to call out the news media today. I am absolutely astounded at the hysteria on our national news stage. Their conduct is dangerous and it's irresponsible. Not to mention, it's completely unprofessional. Your rhetoric and your hysteria is out of control. And the reason for it, as you ramp it up every single day, it gets worse, is because you know the American people have had it with you. And they're going to elect Donald Trump. So your only course of action, because you're so far in bed with the Democrats, you have lost all objectivity, you've lost all credibility, all professionalism. Your personalities that are on your channels, MSNBC and CNN and all the rest of you, they're out of control. They are hysterical, all of them. The women on The View, Michelle Obama, I can go on and on and on. You are all hysterical and you are dangerous. You are stoking the flames of hatred and division in this country because you are terrified you are going to lose. If you lose, it's because the American people are sick to death of the conduct, the lack of bipartisan, down the road, real, factual based journalism has been gone for decades. All of these other news entities that are now springing up have to spring up because there is no method in the United States of true national journalism. It is just a mouthpiece for the left. It's called propaganda. Propaganda is when the government owns the news media. And you know the last time that happened was Hitler. So out of your own mouths, you have proven Donald Trump is not Hitler. Because Donald Trump does not control you, obviously. Your rhetoric is dangerous. It is so far over the top that you are acting like hysterical idiots. You have lost all objectivity. You have been complicit in the weaponization of the American judicial system, along with everything else, in trying to destroy Donald Trump. And the reason you hate him is because you cannot buy him. This is why the American people have had it with all of you. This is why your ratings are in the toilet. This is why nobody listens to you anymore. You're like a 4-year-old who is having a temper tantrum, and so when he's not listened to, he gets louder, or she gets louder and louder and louder, and they throw a hissy fit. That's what you're doing because you know it hasn't worked. You know your constant bombarding, gaslighting, and brainwashing has not worked with the American people, and we are done. We're done. The scariest part is that there are people who are truly on the edge because of the situation they find themselves, because of the way our country is, because we are sitting on a powder keg. And you are the reason for this. Your rhetoric, you're constantly stoking the flames of hatred and division because you hate one person. The American people will hold you accountable. If There is another American life damaged or lost because of your irresponsible gaslighting and propaganda delivery that you do every single day. The View, MSNBC, CNN, all of these, all of the left-leaning publications, you're all part of the problem. If you would leave the decision to the American people and just simply report what is happening, the American people are smart enough to figure out when somebody is not honest, truthful, or worthy. When did you become the judge? When did you make a decision that the American people are incapable of making this decision? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you take your position and continue to try to brainwash the American people? You are all responsible for the division and hatred in this land because you have lost all your objective credibility and professionalism. You are not journalists. You are just simply talking heads for a Democratic Party that is so desperate now, so desperate. As we've seen, they will do anything to try to keep their control. The American people are done. We are done with all of it. There is a day of reckoning coming. The American people will demand that your industry is re-regulated because of your conduct and your action and your hysteria. You have lost all of your credibility, all of it. And you are directly responsible for the condition of this country. What a shame that you've turned a noble profession into a circus, a hysterical circus. All of you. It's time for change. In a week, you will just see how much the American people are sick of all of it. We are sick of all of it. And we will have our say.